Welcome to my first YouTube video. I just want to go I wanted to talk today about Tesla and Apple's stock split. They're both happening on August 31st, and I wanted to give you guys what I think how you guys should play. I definitely think you should buy both, and I'm gonna give you my reasons and the breakdown real quickly. So um, basically, Apple's doing a 4-to-1 split, and their price was around $500, and they've for every Apple stock you get, now you have four stocks. But now they're each worth 125, so your value in the company, that if you already had a stock, it hasn't changed. The market cap doesn't change at all. It just makes it more accessible for people to be able to invest in it. So new investors will be able to get more of it. They'll see a smaller price. So for example, Tesla's like almost 2,200. Um, Buying one stock for 2K or so, that's the psychology of it. It kind of makes sense. Sometimes I don't even want to buy a stock that expensive, but if it's $400, I might pick up a share or two. Um, but yeah, so let me give you a little bit on the previews for Apple. The earnings. So what I'm gonna give is like a little bit on the earnings that from their last quarter, and basically they crush earnings. They had $2.56 earnings per share compared to, like, I think they were estimated for $2.04. They have a low P ratio. They have a lot of money saved up. Revenue was up 11%. Services grew by 15%. And like the iPhone had a 98% satisfaction. That Max grew by 22% year over year. Like almost every department that they have has been growing. They had a strong SE launch. They have Siri. They have more engagement. They have FaceTime. Like they're literally they have their Apple like apps. They're making money off from that. Their iOS 14 is supposed to be radical. It's supposed to like track your fitness, sleep tracker, better messaging, better all around privacy. Um, it's just going really well. And not only that, they have a top or in the top three. They have of phones that they have their sales are in the top three or top one in America, Japan, and in Europe. Those are great markets to be capitalizing cell phones. Like I think those are like the regions where they have the most cell phones. So they're 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 doing what they're supposed to do. And then, so that's a little bit on earnings. Let me give you a little bit of background. So Apple's had dramatic price increases in the first 12 months after a stock split. After the 2014 split, the stock rose by nearly 36%. The stock skyrocketed by like 58% in the 2005 split. But there was one more split, and the last or another split was in the 2000. They had like a 60% dive. That was unfortunate, but that was at the height of the dot-com crash. So I think any stock at that time was gonna get hammered if it was in tech. Um, but overall, I think that all these stock splits, the price of the stock would be close to 25 grand. So, if a stock was 25 grand, not many people will be able to afford it. So, like I said, they're opening it up for other investors like myself to put it. I have around 5% of my portfolio in Apple right now, and my plan is to increase it to 10% tomorrow because I'm long on it. I think it's a game changer, disruptor. Like, I don't own an iPhone, and I want to get an iPhone. I do own the stocks, so technically I own some of the iPhone sales. We are all part of own. If you own stock like the Apple stock, you're an owner of the company. So in a way, and not only that, like you're getting dividends from owning Apple stock. Like that's crazy. That's a good growth, and it offers dividend. So I really recommend getting it for the short term and the long term. I'm really long on Apple. Like I said, I'm just giving recommendations, guys. I'm not a brokerage. I'm not, you know, um, I'm just giving you guys the facts so you guys can make your own decision, and how I feel about it. Okay, so that's on Apple. I'm going to talk a little bit about Tesla too. Tesla's had the fourth consecutive revenue, sorry, yeah, profitable quarter. Um, so during the pandemic, the car industry sales were down 30%, except for Tesla. It grew during pandemic. Like how wild is that? What else can you ask about a company during a pandemic and not during a pandemic? They're like growing no matter what. So They have a gigafactory in California. They're building one in Texas. They have one in China, and they also have one in Germany. And they're adding capacity to the China, the Germany, California one, and they're starting to build the. So they're just growing, and when they're scaling up, um, their production is also scaling up. Sorry, their production scaling up. Um, sorry. Um, and they're expanding. Like it's just crazy. Like they're and that's just the car side of Tesla. They also have a solar panel side or like an energy side, and they also had their first quarter of profit, but they just need higher capacity. So literally almost all aspects of Tesla needs a higher capacity. That's just a good sign. I know that from my own company. We're growing like crazy too during the pandemic, and that's good. Like we're increasing capacity. That's always a good sign for a healthy company. You want a company that's growing, and that's why I think Tesla is amazing. um, and not only that, there's been bills passed in California where like we need to go greener by like 2024, I think. I forgot the name of it. Europe passed one that they need to go greener by 2030. Other countries are going to follow them, like so Elon Musk is so not sorry, not Elon Musk, but Tesla is just doing really good. So sorry. I just want to make sure that I get all the details for you guys. So I've been looking a little bit on the screen, but they're also have their battery packs. They're gonna be trying to supply their own battery packs. They're not gonna rely on a third party supplier, and their battery packs are supposed to be increasing capacity. They're getting validated, um, and they're also, I think they're timing the split at a perfect time because um, at they're having their battery day. I think it's September 22nd. I forgot the date, but they're having a battery day in like a couple of weeks, and they're gonna talk about their Tesla Roadrunner project, which is which is how they're gonna make batteries for the Cybertruck and the Tesla Semi that are gonna be like battery consumers. So they're gonna announce that. They might announce other like cool surprises, you know. And one last thing, like they have Elon Musk as their CEO. So I think that as long as he's CEO, they're going to continue to crush the game. They're going to continue to just be the front runners. They're going to supply batteries to other electric cars. They're like literally they're putting a little bit of themselves in every aspect of the car EV industry, and they're the front runners. So I also think I have 20% of my portfolio in Tesla. It was less, but it's grown a lot, and I'm not mad about that. I'm very happy about that. So that's why I think that it'll continue to rise in the short term, and you'll definitely get great returns in the long term. So um, those are my takes on Tesla and Apple. I would really recommend getting some. I know I'm getting some right when the market opens. They're part of my holdings, and I hope that you got some information out of this video that will help you decide. And, and thank you for coming into my first video. I really appreciate it. There's going to be more coming out, and just let me know. Are you guys long? Are you guys short? Are you guys going to sell? Are you going to buy? Let me know in the comments. I really want to know what everybody else is doing and what your reasonings are. Yeah, have a good day.